Hey there, what's happening? Trying to get used to this live stuff, and well, it's going. There's a learning curve, to say the least. But have a few hours, almost a full working day left of being locked out of Twitter. So I figured I'd come on here and do a little chit chatting about it. Because as I keep saying, Twitter is not the bastion of free speech. It isn't. It's not the bastion of free speech. It's not a place for free speech. Yes, it's somewhat free, but the algorithms are not setting you up for success. It's definitely still skewed. And if, let's say, if you get blocked once, not blocked, if you get your account locked, you're on the radar. So you're going to continue to get your account locked. If you have been not jumping on Twitter because you're concerned about this or that, whatever, hey, I didn't go onto Twitter for years. I was on Facebook, I was on Instagram, I was on Reddit. They all suck in their own special way. But then, Elon, all right, I'll go to Twitter. Why the hell not? Go to Twitter. I haven't even been there 2 months, and I'm on my 7th account. It's retarded. What am I doing? Am I saying anything? Especially lately. I'm not talking shit. I mean, it's insane. This last time I got locked out for saying that Hang 'em High was a great Clint Eastwood movie. Literally. Okay? Hang 'em High is a great Clint Eastwood movie. Well, it is. I mean, obviously that was meant sarcastically, but there's many things worse than saying that are still available on Twitter. So personally, yeah, it is a personal attack. And I don't care. See, that's the thing. I don't care. Right now I am inching up on probably, 100 or so followers. Thank you to each and every one. That's not my purpose there. That shouldn't be anybody's purpose there. But it seems that a lot of people think that is their purpose because they're on there begging for likes and follows, and it's actually sad. And this time away from social media has put things in a new light for me. Mainly, I don't need social media. I need an outlet. And mainly this all started with me talking to myself, convincing myself, or giving myself ideas, reminding myself of how my head is at a certain point in time. I even had a series of videos called Talking to Myself because I realized that's what I was doing, even though there were, a few people watching, a few people listening. Handful. I mean, my videos on YouTube these days get an average of, 20 views? I don't care. That's 20 people that are watching that isn't me. 20 people that have gotten some use out of it, even if it's, convincing them that I'm a complete nut, which some people think I am. And that's cool. And speaking of being a complete nut, I haven't linked to it yet, but I recently uploaded I guess you can call it a podcast, because there's no video involved. I just went for a nice walk and was doing some stream of consciousness talking, thinking out loud. And it turned out pretty well. So I think I might do that a lot more often. But today, since Twitter isn't allowing me to like, comment, or anything, I'm in read-only mode, I figured I would comment and react to the post live. Why the hell not, right? I mean, I haven't really promoted this. If anybody's watching, let me know. If you're not, I don't care. But I'm doing this basically as a test because I plan to do more of these from now on. Just, we'll see. I plan many things that I never end up doing. But that's a deal. See, nowadays it's funny because while I started off my journey on Twitter a couple of months ago, mainly discussing the realities of flat Earth and many other things like that, many other conspiracy theories, but lately I've decided that I'm going to try to be a little bit more positive and focus on the things that make me happy. What people don't like to hear is that their side, whatever side you might be on, is involved in bullshit as well. See, in the United States, the supposedly freest country in the world, we are under the impression that we live in a free society, which we obviously don't. In other places that I've been, it's different variations on that fact. But basically, my idea these days is if you pay attention to what's up here and in your immediate surroundings and take care of your loved ones and yourself and, think positively, do the right things, who cares about any of the other bullshit that's going on out there? Who cares? Does it even affect you? You know about the observer effect? Look it up. There's some fascinating videos on YouTube about that. The observer effect. If no one's paying attention, did it happen? Kind of like if a tree falls in the woods and nobody's there to listen. Does it make a noise? All these philosophical things. So, that's these days I'm of the belief that it's all bull. It's all bull. Every single piece of history, evidence, anything. It's all bullshit. It's all meant to get you thinking one way or another. And the sides that are getting you thinking, they're best buds. It's just a game. It's just a game no matter how you look at it. Politics is a game, religion is a game, and both of those were created to control you. I say it all the time, but government. Words are important. Government. To govern. To limit. To control. Mind control. Government. They're there to lie to you. To give you the impression that they're there to help you. I'm from the government and I'm here to help. That kind of shit. Doesn't happen. However, I've proven to myself that if you really don't pay attention to that shit, it honestly doesn't affect you. Not really. These are reading glasses. My vision got really terrible while living in Ireland and Spain. Spain first, Ireland later. Because I was doing most of my work on my phone, and I was doing a lot of reading on my phone, and my eyes were starting to go bad, but I did a lot of squinting. I squinted for months, and then finally I broke down and got some reading glasses, and then once I got to Ireland, I got actual glasses, my first pair, in which they said that my eyes were terrible. I mean, I didn't need bifocals, I needed trifocals. My eyeglasses were reading glasses down here. If you look through the middle, it's for, whatever. And up the top would be for distance. And they went quite well. But I pay attention to nothing, so I would lose them all the time, sit on them, break them, whatever. So now I'm back to reading glasses. You might say I'm a minimalist in many ways. Because I honestly don't give a shit about stuff these days. I really don't. It's not the important thing. You know what's important? When I talk to my son and he laughs, somebody do that a lot more. When he laughs, like laughter, not a, a laughter, that makes me very happy. A certain look my wife gives me sometimes makes me very happy. My granddaughter, almost anything she does just makes me incredibly happy. She's such a smart kid. Between my son and my granddaughter, I mean, if I had nothing else to leave behind in this world, if they could continue with the stories I'm leaving them a lot of stories to tell, that's for sure. And hopefully I'm teaching them a thing or two about being good people and all of that. Something I learned a little too late. But not that I wasn't a good person, but I honestly didn't care. It's kind of funny. This was supposed to be a Twitter live, and I'm not even on Twitter, so let's go. Where the hell are my glasses? Let's see what's happening on Twitter right now, shall we? Whova Network playing in the background, HUVA. Digging this shit. All right, let's see. What's happening on Twitter? Well, the first thing we find out is that my account is still locked. All right. Let's show these 36 new tweets, shall we? Where are we going? Okay, here we go. Is this it? Did we do it? There it goes. Yay. All right. 36 new tweets. Judicial Watch. Wait, hold up. What happens if we do this? If we, yeah. Forgive the slow internet. It happens. Hey, man. There we go. So, my account is locked. Yeah, thank you very much. You broke the Twitter rules. Ah, fuck off. Twitter rules. I didn't break any Twitter rules. This thing's stupid. Alright, so what do we got? This flag represents nothing but the sovereign Theostish Babylonish Talmud. It is the flag of confusion, pure child abuse. Yep. Kinda is. David Draymond. David Draymond is the singer of Disturbed. Started this journey right after John Moyer Bass's wedding. I had ballooned to 213 pounds at the time, now in full pre-tour training mode. As of this morning, I'm 190 pounds. Not done yet. Have to remind the world why we have become who we are. Click, click. David Draymond. Okay, David Draymond's a singer of Disturbed. And, am I a Disturbed fan? No, in that I don't follow them. When the music comes on, I mean, if there's nothing better on any other station and I don't have anything on the phone or anything like that, I might let it go really low, but I don't seek out Disturbed songs. I thought their version of the Simon & Garfunkel song was terrible, and people do that for plays and views and likes and money. Yeah, that's sucking up. But no, I'm not a Disturbed fan, but I do have a Disturbed story. Now, when I bought this car from my brother-in-law a bunch of years back, it was a Nissan 240 SX or ZX or something. Nice, fast little burgundy car. Kicking sound system, had a subwoofer in the trunk. I mean, boom, 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 that kind of shit. But I was into, I mainly listened to punk and metal back then, so that made it interesting. But in the CD player of the car was that Disturbed album with the song, Down with the Sickness. And it was stuck in the fucking CD player. I couldn't get it out. It was stuck in there. I couldn't turn the radio on because... So I had, while I didn't get a new radio, I had to listen to Disturbed if I wanted to listen to anything while I was in the car. So I did. And, it's metal-ish. It's alright. And I might even have grown on me for a while because that's all I had, but it's not like I'm going to go back and listen to it now. But oddly enough, just bought a new, to me, vehicle. I recycle everything. And I buy used on almost everything. But I bought a Pathfinder. I'm finding my path, and I found my Pathfinder. And oddly enough, the other day, now I've had it for about a month now. It's got a CD player, cassette player, woohoo! And I said, let me hit eject on the CD player, see if they left anything in the glove compartment. So I hit eject. And out comes Disturbed. The album that I had stuck in my 240 ZX. SX. Not a car guy. That was pretty interesting. Little things like that. All right, let's get back to Twitter here. David Draymond, get down with the sickness. All right, here we go. Paul Joseph Watson. He's always good for a laugh. A plurality of Brits think the government was not strict enough in forcing them to stay in their houses. Okay, Brits are stupid. Not all of you. Joe says, fuck Walgreens. Meanwhile, Walgreens confirmed to Politico that they will not dispense abortion pills in several states where they remain legal. Joe says, fuck Walgreens. No, fuck you, Joe. Fuck you, Joe. If they go woke, they go broke. Perhaps they have more common sense than you. Yeah, they do. They do. So, the thing with the abortion thing, is you can sugarcoat it all you want, but you're killing a human, all right? You're murdering a human. For whatever reason, but you're murdering a human, okay? Simple. The end. Period. Okay. Jack Posobiec, who has been getting into a lot of trouble. Hey, whatever. People are proud of all the accounts that blocked them. I'm not. I don't care. Oh, what do we got here? Anything good? This teacher at Elementary Davis brags that he doesn't have an American flag in his classroom, but has a Pride and BLM flag instead. These are the people teaching your kids. Jim Banks, I'm proud of my 100% pro-life record in Congress. Good for you, Jim. Good for you. Let's see. Anything here? I mean, Twitter's been great. Now, yo, Scott Adams. Details on live stream this morning. You don't want to miss it. I also think, okay. Scott Adams. He's the one that does Dilbert. Dilbert, I've read it a few times. It's pretty funny. Mr. Adams here, Scott, he is now a racist, it seems, because he made some observations that makes him racist. He spoke the truth. These days, that makes you racist. Do I know Scott? No. All I know about him is that he draws Dilbert, writes a Dilbert comic, and I've thought it was funny a couple of times. A lot of times, I either don't get it or I don't care. I mean, I'm about a newspaper. What the fuck am I reading, Dilbert, right? Whatever. J6, political prisoners. Yay. You know, it's the way it goes. It's the way it goes. But these days, I'm starting to think that a thing that gets me in trouble, it's all an act. It's all an act. All of it. All sides are acting. The right, the left, the middle. You just don't know it yet. But you're finding out. What else we got? Elijah Schaffer, American Cities in 2023. Yep. Boom, bang, whoo, yeah. Right. Well, even that looks a little staged, don't you think? Damn, they're all idiots. Okay, let's see. Biden's nominee to become the new leader of federal aviation. Whatever. Here we go. What do we got here? Oh, God, we got a bird flu going now. Yeah, be scared. Be afraid, everyone. Be afraid. Bird flu. Let's kill some chickens and then, jack the price of chicken up. Ooh, be happy, guys. That's my main thing. Bird flu, the aliens, the crazy right-wingers, the crazy left-wingers, the commies, Antifa, BLM, all that shit. Bullshit. Props. It's a battle. It's a battle for this. But you got to understand, you don't really have to choose sides. Be your own side. Agree with one side when it makes sense. Agree with the other when it makes sense. That's the only way we're going to get through to this. What am I saying? We're never going to get through this. You want me to tell you something? Let's talk about it, okay? because this was going to be Twitter, but it's going to be something else too, okay? Let's talk about this. Every single one of them is anyone but you. Every single one of them is in one way or another an actor. Now, you can believe that or not. They might not even know it themselves. With the whole flat earth thing, wouldn't the astronauts know? I don't know, man. I've been on some rides at Disneyland that were pretty damn realistic, and with unlimited funding, as the billions of dollars that NASA gets every year, they could certainly fake it. And they have been faking it, and it's been proven. You can believe it or not. I don't give a fuck. But it would be real easy. Look at it this way. Look at it this way. Hang on. Since we're not doing the Twitter reel thing here, let's get rid of this Twitter thing. Where'd it go? Okay? Let's get rid of the Twitter. And let's just talk here for a minute, shall we? Let's talk. You are here. You are a valuable commodity. As much as pig bellies, pork bellies, gold, silver, zinc, adrenochrome. You're a valuable commodity. Valuable. The important thing to remember, they don't want you dead. Wait, let's do a Joe Biden. They don't want you dead. They want you sick. They want you sick, dependent, and malleable, controllable. They'll give you a little bit every now and then. You think Idiocracy was a comedy? While funny, it was a prediction, if not a documentary. It really was. It seems that way anyway. They Live. Remember the glasses? They Live. All of a sudden, oh. Whoa. Well, take your society glasses off. They put those glasses on you as soon as you popped out. They did. Strapped them to your head. Telling you who you are, and what you're here for. Who to like, who not to like. The one big hard pill to swallow that is currently right here, right now, with me personally, is the fact no matter how much you've been predisposed to think so, my fellow Americans, what's the proper way of saying this? I was going to say, we are not the good guys, but we have nothing to do with that. Our government hasn't been the good guys. But the truth of the matter is, no government has really been the good guys. There have been good people in government, few and far between. But those get assassinated. Which brings us back to death. That's something that I discussed in the podcast, which you should go check out. I'll put a link down there. But that was interesting. That's where that's where you get to go deep inside this head. But it's crazy. It's crazy what they want you to believe. It's crazy what we do believe. I mean, and all for what? This next statement, I've already mentioned it once. I'm going to mention it again. This gets me more shit on all social media. Well, Twitter, because that's the only one I'm on these days. than anything else, than flat Earth, than than being a fan of DJT, Donald J. Trump, because I am. I'm a fan of him as a person. I've met him. I know the guy, not personally, but he's talked to me a few times. He's playing a game too. Figure it out. It's easy to see. But the thing that gets me the most shit is when I say that they don't want you dead. But haven't you heard of the Georgia Guidestones? That's bullshit. There are people I watch, and they don't even realize that they're a part of the fear factory. Because that's all they're doing. Fear, 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 fear. You know what? I want to be the anti-fear factory. I want to get people like me to do their own thing, to think for themselves, to not worry about what's probably not going to come ever. And you know what? If I'm wrong, and there's an asteroid heading this way, it's going to kill us all. Or if there's a disease that's going to kill us all, because COVID didn't do it. If there's something that's coming, it's going to kill us all. Let's say that the end of the road, as some people say, to go along with some YouTube people I watch, let's say it is 2040, that's when it all starts, right? I'd rather not know. I'd rather have the next 12 years of happiness and having fun and whatever, and then in a flash just be gone to the other side, because I know what's there. And have been happy here and have been doing the best I could and whatever, then have lived in fear for forever. Fear of dying. Oh my God, as I said in the podcast, we're all gonna fucking die. You're gonna fucking die. You are. Well, I don't. Yeah, you're gonna die. You can cry all you want. You're gonna die. So why not live? Why not live? Why are you letting people? And it's all a gaslighting operation. Your TV, your computer, your music, your books, and all that shit are just tools to get you to think one way or another. And the only tool, which is actually valuable, is what's in here. That's the only tool that's actually valuable. That's actually valuable. Cat wants in. All right, hang on. I'll be right back. All right. Oh, and for those who've asked, yeah, I sit on the floor. I like sitting on the floor. Plus, there are too many cats, and they're usually taking up the chair. But I don't know, man. Twitter. Fuck Twitter. I mean, fuck all these places. I am getting so close to just putting everything up on my own website, which it's there now, but it's stupid. And being locked out of my account here on Twitter for this past week, for the 7th time, proved to me that I don't need them. So I'll use them while I can. And then when they go, oh, your account is locked because you said it was going to rain or something. Well, and I can say, who cares? Your loss, not mine. Twitter Live. All right, let's go back. Let's see if anybody's saying anything interesting on Twitter. Because it's almost like when you want your cat to do something funny and they don't. You know what I mean? Let's see. What do we got here? Come on, man. Still listening to Hoover Network. This is Orientations Part 2. Speaking of which, if you are listening, watching, what are you listening to? All right, here we go. My account is locked. All right, I know that. This is a Chinese bronze sword. It's claimed. Warning states. Whatever. Anything good? Anything good? Anything good? Atlanta skyline from a distance of 74 miles. Curvature over 74 miles should be 3,650 feet. Yeah, should be. Wait a minute. I haven't added it to the fucking thing because I'm stupid. Here we go. All right, there we go. La la. Aha! This one. I'm glad it's catching traction because I said it a long time ago. Look at these two. Look at this. Tell me. Yeah. Uh-huh. Sun, who knows? Definitely related. What else we got? Anything good? All right, they show it on TV, then this happens. They are not even hiding it anymore. They knew. Yes, they did. They know many things. They tell you about them in shows like The Simpsons, and practically any movie you watch, any TV show, you're going to have little nuggets there, little breadcrumbs. I think all of them. I think they kind of have to. I'm not sure how it works, but I'm pretty sure they're all that. Last night, I started watching the original Mission Impossible TV show, which was always one of my favorites. But I started watching it because I'm seeing a lot of things which are making me believe that the truth of the matter is that life is actually more Mission Impossible than Star Wars. And by that I mean, put away your notions of planetary systems and aliens that live out there and all this bullshit. All that bullshit. Nah. Programming. Conditioning. Alright, what else we got here? White noise, they knew. Cat turd, you gotta love cat turd. Let's see, save the whales, kill the whales. I don't know, I don't think it's up to us to save or kill the whales. I think that they're doing enough on their own. We should leave them alone, that's what we should do. We're not causing the whales to die. We're not causing the earth to get warm. We're not causing the earth to get cold. All we're causing is chaos in our own heads. Let's see, what else we got here? Who's this guy? Convicted heartless murderer Alex Murdaugh, who gunned down his wife and son, shooting each in the head, has just been sentenced to life in prison. Well, if he did it, he deserves it. I don't know. I don't really catch up on the news much. Woo! Yeah, look at this. It's not the first time, right? If you believe these astronauts are in outer space, you need to take a long, hard look at yourself in the mirror. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. The evidence is there. The evidence is there. I mean, come on, man. Right? The evidence is right there. See? The evidence is everywhere, not just right there. Whatever, man. Oh boy, my internet is slow. Oh, here we go. When I want to know how to get 4 mansions on a government payroll, yeah, well. What else we got? I think we're going to be almost done with this because this is only a test of the what an asshole right there. Oh, look. President Biden. Look, I've been around for a few State of the Unions. I've never seen one like mine where I spoke about congressional Republicans' plan to cut Social Security and Medicare and suddenly reached unanimity. I believe it when I see it. Show us your budget. Dude, show me your... Whatever. It's such an act. If you think that he could possibly be that stupid or that demented medically, nah. He's just either a really bad or a really good actor. Really bad or really good. Let's see, what else we got here? Anything good? Is the moon a light or a rock? I don't know. Perception, here we go. This is what life is all about, kids. If you remember two things, remember duality and perception. Look into it. Another cat wants out. Be right back. Going? All right, all you cat owners. Do all cats do the in and out thing? I mean, all of ours do. Go, I want in, I want out, I want in, I want out. Anything else going on here? Let's see. No, they never simply comply. Oh, all right, here we go. California legislature passes bill reducing penalties for oral anal sex with willing children. How great. How great. Let's reduce the penalty. Why the fuck would you reduce the penalty? The penalty for actually doing any of that. Do you see where we're headed as a society? Let's talk about that a little bit more, shall we? Now listen, let me preface this by saying it's an act on every side. But we're in a movie, so you got to kind of deal with it. You got to pick a side that you're going to gravitate towards. If for nothing else, just to keep busy, you know what I mean? So let's talk about Tennessee Governor Bill Lee, okay? And he just signed a bill about drag shows and underage kids and blah, 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 which I would have thought would have been, common sense. I mean, you can't go to a strip club unless you're 18 in some places, 21 in others, But you can go to a drag show when you're 5. It's stupid. This has never been an issue. They're just throwing shit at you. Do you see this? And I believe with all of my heart that they're throwing this at you to see how much you're going to take before you go, whoa, whoa, whoa. We're not going to go there. But it seems that a lot of people are going there. And now we get, since Governor Bill Lee of my great state of Tennessee has signed this, which I believe to be a good bill, now we get a picture of Governor Bill Lee in a dress back in college, right? Because he's into drag, but he signed this bill. Oh my God, how could he do this? No, he was dressed as a girl. Everybody's done that for Halloween, for whatever. It doesn't mean, or even if you do it professionally, it does not mean that you want kids at drag shows, does it? Is it the same thing? Are we all like completely insane? I think sometimes we are. But then you got to remember, like I said, it is a game. It's a game. And games go stupid sometimes. Games get ugly sometimes. There are casualties. There are losses. Some people take them too seriously. It's a game. It should be taken seriously. But remember, it's a game. Play it. You can change the rules too. Oh my goodness. Now, where else are we going here? More stupid jokes. Oh, here we go. I'm not going to comment on that. Oh boy, let's see what we got here. Oh, nothing. See, usually there's so much stuff. Oh my God. Entire nations could be wiped off the face of the earth by rising sea levels if the global warming trend is not reversed by the year 2000. 23 years later, Al Gore's beachfront mansion has not had to be raised. Global warming, global cooling, all that bullshit. It warms, it cools, we are not responsible for it. We're in a controlled environment. 100% controlled. Weather predictions, all that nonsense, they know what's coming. All right, here we go. Teachers Union brings lawsuit against the mom of a 5-year-old for asking to have a copy of the class curriculum. They wanted to send a message to other parents. If you ask questions, we will come after you. Yeah, you should not know what your kids are being taught. Take your kids out of school. They don't need to learn anything that they're teaching in school. You could teach your kids everything your kids need to know. Hey, come at me about it. Stu Peters. I like Stu. Sometimes. The CDC is largely to blame for the deployment of the bioweapon. Yeah, it's a bioweapon, but it's also a mind weapon, sir. What's this? Somebody's on fire? If I'm ever on fire, I hope no one throws a mountain bike on me. Okay, I guess we don't know why this guy is on fire. Oh boy, what else we got? What else we got? Jimmy Kimmel, asshole. White Rabbit. Going live. Maybe we'll send her a message. We'll go live one day with the White Rabbit there. Dana Perino brightening up the elevator. I don't know. I should have planned this a little better, I think. I'm probably going to be cutting off here soon. Let's see. What is this? The entire world is going through an occultic Masonic ritual right now as the world is purposefully thrust into darkness. The solution of light will be offered. The false light will be Lucifer. Do not be deceived. Our Savior gave us signs to look for, and His word is truth. If you're waiting for Jesus to save you, you're not going to be saved. No one is going to save you. Not Jesus, not the aliens, not Sasquatch, not Donald Trump. No one. You need to save yourself. Thank you. Good night. All right, here we go. What else we got? There's some idiot doing something stupid. So another idiot talking about flat Earth. And I call them idiots. I call everybody idiots, whatever. But I mean, there's people that obviously put more effort into their hair or their backdrop or their professionalism or into how many times they're going to beg for subscriptions and likes and shares and all that bullshit than they do into the actual substance of the show. There's also a lot of people these days who completely rip off other people's videos, change a couple of words around, and then claim it as their own or just not give credit. If you want a really awesome site with a guy that I give him a lot of credit because he's one of the coolest people I've met online, and he never gets angry, and he's just a great content creator, as much as I hate that. He's a great guy, and it's What the Flock, F-L-O-C-K TV on YouTube. Go check him out. His name is Paul. But great stuff, great words. Great words, great research. Check it out. Kid Rock, what do we got? All right, is anything in the cap? I'm just going to scroll a little more. If nothing comes up that's any decent, we're just going to call it a day, kids. And we'll come back on because this has only been a test. All right, let's see. Oh, wait. Send you the most deranged message you have ever seen. Send you a picture of a cute animal 2 seconds later. Oh, all right. Duality, kids. La, 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 la. All right, well, you know what? We're going to stop sharing this shite, right? There we go. All right, and now we're going to leave it at this. Let's see if we're enlightened with any words of wisdom to end this with. First of all, thanks for watching. If you have been watching, this has only been a test. I'll be back on Twitter later this afternoon. I'm going to be updating the website. I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of things. Going to be mainly hanging out with the missus and the kids. Well, the kids aren't here today, but the grandkids might be here. The grandkid might be here today. Maybe a little bit later. Or maybe not. It doesn't matter. Just remember what's important. Remember what's important. And you know what? Screaming at people on YouTube and screaming at people on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter isn't worth it. You know what? If you get bumped, blocked, any of that shit by Twitter, I think it means you're doing something right. So embrace it. Embrace the locked accounts. Thanks for everything. Thanks for checking in. Subscribe if you want. I don't give a shit. I mean, it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't help. It helps when it doesn't help. How does it help? How does it help? I don't know. I don't know how it helps. But do whatever you want to do. Whatever. I'm almost at 100 followers on Twitter. That's nice. I'm just going to keep doing what I do. You keep doing what you do. And we'll get back here again sometime. Highon.net. HIGHON.net. That's where you will always find me. Take care. Have a nice day. All that other stuff. And bye-bye.